I started posting to this YouTube channel in October of 2025 consistently. And since then, I have posted 3 long-form videos and 3 shorts a week. Along the way, I've learned some really important lessons, both about YouTube, content creation, but also about myself. And today I want to share with you some of those findings in the hope that they will help you on your journey too. Now, you don't have to be starting a YouTube channel or any form of content for these to apply. Really, if you have any goals in your life that you're striving towards, then I think you will find this video helpful. So first off, when I started posting videos, I had this real burst of creative motivation, creative momentum. The first month honestly went by like that. I was able to get loads of videos recorded. I scheduled lots of videos into the future because my ideas were just flowing. It was something new, something fresh, and I was just really enjoying it. I was really having fun with it. No one was really watching the videos, and so I guess that kind of took some of the pressure off. I was just expressing myself. And many times when we start a new endeavour, perhaps in the gym or perhaps at a new job, you know that feeling, don't you? Where you just, you're really, really into it to start with. There's so much to learn, so much to do, so many ideas. It's still fresh to you. And so you go all in, you go at it. And that's great whilst it lasts. But after a while, that motivation drops off. Those ideas don't come quite as easily. And suddenly you find yourself staring down the barrel of doing this for the long term without that. And it's quite a difficult thing to adapt to, I've found, both in the gym and with YouTube, for example. Finding what you can do sustainably, consistently over a long period of time when that motivation wanes is really key to actually getting any form of results. For me, it took posting for probably 3 months, I would say, before I really saw a video take off for me. It got over 2,000 views and had lots and lots of really positive and encouraging comments about how it touched people, how it helped people. And that to me made all of that work worthwhile. All of those videos that had 3 views, 4 views, having that one video that popped and reached people that it was meant to reach reinforced that I was doing the right thing. And you'll find this in whatever pursuit you have. You have to put in that work. You have to keep consistent for a long time, months, sometimes even years of doing whatever it is that you're doing to reach a point where you get that positive reinforcement, you get that positive feedback that, I'm on the right track. I'm doing something here that is really, really worthwhile. It can take probably 3 months of working out in the gym before, your body starts to change and people start to notice. You start to pick up compliments because, you look like you've lost weight, or you look like you've bulked up a bit. It's when you get those comments, it's really, really nice and reassuring that I am on the right track here. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever goal you are pursuing, make sure that you find a way to pursue it sustainably and consistently for a long period of time, because those motivation bursts will run out eventually, and it's really then the system that you have in place to take it forward that will get you to the destination. As part of that, I find having some goals along the way to be really useful to keep me focused, to keep me targeted at what I'm supposed to be doing. For YouTube, I have goals of subscribers. I'm currently working towards 500 subscribers, but to start with, it was just to get to 100. And every time you reach a goal, you can set a new one. I've then also had times where I've been able to get goals in for how many videos I post. So it's not necessarily linked to how much YouTube decides to push my content, how good my content even is. is actually just down to me showing up consistently. And that could be something for you. If, again, I'll use the gym as an example here, but you could set a goal to complete 50 workouts, 100 workouts. And along there, yeah, you might have a goal to bench press 100 kilos or to be able to do your first pull-up. But actually, you know, those will come in time, but you have to put in the reps to get there. You have to turn up for those 100 workouts to get to that point. So setting goals is really, really key. And make sure they're goals that you can actually reach as well. They may be big goals, and that's great, have big goals, but you need a system to reach them. A goal without a plan to get to it is just a dream. So make sure that you have that system in place. For me, I like the SMART goal system, where whatever goal you are setting has to be specific. So for YouTube, it would be, I want to reach 500 subscribers. You put a number on that. It has to be measurable. So you make sure that, yeah, I can constantly check in every week or so and see how many subscribers I've got, see how much I'm progressing towards my goal. It has to be attainable as well. So, you know, you don't want to make a goal on YouTube to reach 10 million subscribers in like 3 days, because it's just not going to happen. No one is really able to do that unless you are like the 0.0001%. You want it to be something that's attainable, something that's achievable. It needs to be realistic, and it also has to be time-based as well. So I like to set a schedule of when I want to reach this certain goal. And it doesn't matter if you miss that time frame. It's just going to help to keep you accountable to where you're going. I've just realised I missed the A in SMART, didn't I? No, I didn't. I did hit the A. I missed the R. I've forgotten what it is off the top of my head. So you're going to have to go and look that one up for yourself. But use the SMART goal system. It's a really great way of setting goals. Accountability is also a huge one for me. It helps me to be consistent. I have a coach who I go and see about every 6 weeks, and he's fantastic, and he's really great at just keeping me accountable to what I'm doing. You know, we work through what's gone on in the last 6 weeks since I saw you. What progress have you made towards those goals? What challenges have you faced? What wins have you had? But he also helps me to see, you know, where I may be going wrong, what I could be doing differently, and how to plan for the next 6 weeks. What are my focuses for that next block of time? And that accountability has really set me in good stead. And if you're finding that you struggle to reach towards your goals, and that you struggle to find anyone to hold you accountable, then speak to your friends, or perhaps find a coach, find a mentor that will help you along that journey. It's really, really useful, and I found it to be of huge value to me. And then I suppose finally on my YouTube journey, what else have I learned? You know, we've talked about how you need to have good goals and how that's helped me to stay on track, how motivation wanes, so finding a system to be consistent, to be, you know, able to go at is really key. But the last one is I suppose perhaps more personal to me. It's something that I've really felt quite deeply for a long while, that I wanted to be more creative. And YouTube has just given me this platform, this way of expressing myself that I never really had before, of sharing things that I've learned along the way. And I know these have helped other people because I've had your really encouraging comments, and it's been lovely to share that with you. I've started to build a small community, and yeah, it feels like it's compounding for me. And that has been the best lesson I've learned, I think, is that, you know, it doesn't necessarily, similar to the stock market, your YouTube views, your subscriber count, whatever, it goes up and down and it yo-yos. You might have a spike one month where you have a really good video and you're just on it, and then the next month you crash and your videos getting like 20 views a video. And being able to keep going in those moments, being able to go through those low points and knowing that all of this work that you put in is compounding. You have to make those videos. You have to make the bad videos to progress. You have to do the bad workouts to progress. It's the 80-20 rule in effect. 80% of the videos you make, 80% of the workouts you do are going to be average. They're going to be maybe below average. And those 20% that, you're really dialed in for, the videos that outperform everything else, they're the ones that actually get you the most result. But you have to have done that other 80% of the work. You have to go through that. And for me, it's been just learning how to get comfortable with that, how to get comfortable with knowing things aren't going to be perfect, knowing that things aren't always, every video I post isn't going to do well. But over time, you will get those ones that are outliers. You'll get those results that you're looking for. And it compounds over time. And you start to build up this base of either subscribers, or perhaps you start to build that physique that you've been after. You start to build the business that you've been working on. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of work to start with. But when you start to see those results come in, it's just so rewarding. So I'd really encourage you, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or perhaps any other social media, go for it. Know that it's going to be, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And hopefully this video will have helped encourage you to take that leap, but also come back to it if you start on that journey and find that, you get a bit discouraged. Come back to this video and see that discouragement is necessary and you just have to keep pushing through it. I hope this has helped, and if you want to check out the links in the description, they cover some of the habits that I've built into my life. They've helped me to get to this point where I'm able to share my knowledge on YouTube, where I've reached a point where I'm able to stay this consistent, both with goals that I have, but also just with my general health on a day-to-day basis. I'm not burning myself out anymore like I used to try and achieve those goals. It's helped me to set up a sustainable system in my life. And if you're missing that, then I'd encourage you to check out the links in the description. I think they'll really help you. Thanks ever so much for watching. Drop me a subscribe if you've made it this far. And until next time, take care. God bless.